that we work so hard to do. But it's just a certain division that needs to be brought to everyone's attention and understanding that, no, this is something that's been going on. And it's just getting to a point where it's like, all right, now enough is enough. I think
enough is enough, man. Enough is enough, man. Yeah. Yeah, enough is enough.
It's a larger conversation that needs to be had that is really above us. And I think that is the part that we really need to get to. So hopefully at All-Star, we can have an opportunity and a conversation because at this time, we something needs to change.
At All-Star, they want to have an opportunity and a conversation. That's what I was alluding to in the beginning. They're going to walk into Caitlin Clark's room.
Nobody expected the WNBA All-Star Weekend to become the biggest story of the season. Reports that Caitlin Clark could receive a major leadership role immediately divided fans. Some believed her record-breaking performances and massive popularity made her the obvious choice, while others felt veteran stars should remain the face of the event. Although many online claims were only speculation, the debate spread across social media within hours. What seemed like a simple all-star decision had suddenly become one of the league's hottest topics, and the reaction was only getting started.
She became a roadshow. And I don't know that, and I don't want to slight anybody in college, but I don't remember seeing that in my time. And that's held true. We've wanted a player or a league that can, sort of transcend some of these spaces and have a roadshow. The NBA's had their players that people come to see, right? So when the Wolves sell tickets, there are certain games that they know people are going to come watch certain players. Caitlin Clark and some of the other rookies give us that. Obviously, Caitlin, being
Clark's impact wasn't just about highlights anymore. Every game seemed to create another headline, whether it was record-breaking performances, sold-out arenas, or soaring TV ratings. Her recent dominant outing only strengthened the belief that she had become the league's biggest attraction. At the same time, veteran players continued speaking about respect, recognition, and the league's future, leading many fans online to connect those comments to Clark, even though no direct link had been confirmed. The growing debate made one thing clear. Every move involving Caitlin Clark was now under a microscope, and the next development would only add more fuel to the conversation.
Look, man, the WNBA All-Star Draft just been had, man, and these are the teams, man. And for Team Spoon, we have the baby goat, the face of the league, the biggest in the league, one of the best and greatest women's basketball players to ever exist. I'm talking about good from birth, great from birth, Caitlin Clark.
As the All-Star Weekend drew closer, the spotlight grew even brighter. Every report, every interview, and every social media post seemed to circle back to Caitlin Clark. Fans praised her for transforming the league's visibility, while critics questioned whether the attention had become too focused on one player. With emotions rising on every side, even the smallest decision was being analyzed. Instead of calming down, the conversation kept getting bigger, setting the stage for an all-star weekend that promised far more drama than anyone expected.
Fever Gang! The God Caitlin Clark vaporized the Seattle Storm, dropping 45 points, a 45 and 10 double-double. Let's fucking go, Caitlin Clark. We see all the fucking haters. We see all you bitch-ass clowns switching up on the God Caitlin Clark. We see y'all listening to the narratives, all the bullshit, all the fucking clowns all across the world. Oh, she ain't living up to the hype and dropped 45 points.
As excitement reached its peak, attention shifted from rumors to what would actually happen on the court. Fans knew that one outstanding performance could silence every debate, while one controversial moment could ignite another wave of headlines. With Caitlin Clark entering the weekend carrying enormous expectations, all eyes were on Chicago. Whether she embraced the spotlight or faced even more criticism, everyone agreed on one thing. The biggest story of All-Star Weekend was just beginning.
They're gonna knock on the door. Caitlin Clark's gonna open the door to her hotel room. She's gonna peek through it, and there's gonna be that, that sliding thing on the door, and all there's gonna be is like the chain, and she's gonna peek through and say, "Oh shit!" She's gonna try to close the door, and then all the players at one time, Brittany Griner, Asia Wilson, they're all gonna just let me in. They're gonna bum rush her. They're gonna bum rush into that room, and they're gonna tie Caitlin Clark up to a chair. They're gonna tell Caitlin Clark, "You're not leaving this room until you come out and you denounce those pesky fans of yours."
The conversation wasn't just about one player anymore. It had become a test of where the WNBA is headed. Clark continued letting her performances speak for themselves, while fans and analysts debated what her rapid rise meant for the league's biggest stars. Supporters saw a new era beginning, while others believed the spotlight should be shared more evenly. As All-Star Weekend finally arrived, everyone was waiting for one thing. Would the basketball take over the headlines, or would the off-court drama steal the show once again?
Look at Angel Wilson barking at the ref. Look how she talking to the ref. Y'all were cool with this. Look, so much aggression. Let me guess, y'all gonna call this passion. Because this is what y'all do. Just last night, y'all was trying to trash Caitlin because she was upset and spoke her mind to the refs as she should have, because the ref continued to not give her calls that we can clearly see are calls. But I guess when Angel Wilson does it, it's fine. Why?
By the time the teams finally took the floor, the pressure couldn't have been higher. Every pass, every basket, and every interaction between the league's biggest stars was being watched closely by fans and the media. Clark understood that the best way to answer every debate wasn't through interviews or social media. It was through her play. But with expectations at an all-time high, one unforgettable moment had the chance to change the entire conversation before the weekend was over.
Minding their own business, and then they dropped this crappy hit piece on Caitlin Clark, attacking her, attacking the fans, and trying to diminish her accomplishments. That's why I'm not a big fan of Time Magazine picking A'ja Wilson for Athlete of the Year. I think this was pre-planned because they're saying a lot of crap about Caitlin Clark, her accomplishments. To me, the articles about Caitlin Clark has nothing to do with A'ja Wilson, and all it does is reveals A'ja Wilson's character.
As the weekend continued, it became clear that the conversation was much bigger than one All-Star event. Caitlin Clark remained the player everyone wanted to watch, with fans filling arenas and millions following every update online. Supporters pointed to her record-breaking performances as proof that she had earned the spotlight, while critics argued the league should continue celebrating its veteran stars as well. Regardless of where people stood, one fact couldn't be ignored. Clark had become the biggest talking point in the WNBA, and every game she played seemed to create another headline.
I've come to know Caitlin really well. She's an incredible player and also an incredible person. And she wants to focus on being the best player she can. And she's become a bit of a political football in this country. And I think it's incredibly unfair to her. I don't think that issue is ultimately about officiating. It's sort of, it's become political ping pong with her. And she's a young woman who's trying to improve her game, right, focus on being the best player as she can. And I don't even think it's fair to her that this has become a separate story.
Once the final games were over, reactions flooded social media, sports shows, and fan communities. Some praised Clark for handling the pressure with maturity, while others believed the media attention surrounding her had reached another level. Even so, the increased discussion brought more eyes to the league than ever before. Instead of fading away after All-Star Weekend, the debate only became stronger, proving that every move Clark makes is now followed by millions of basketball fans.
The face of the league, the upcoming best player in the league, man, Caitlin Clark. Then we got Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, 3 Indiana Fever starters. Okay. Then we got Old Miles, and then we got Natasha Howard. Then we got Paige Beckers. Then we got Big Jess. Yeah, Jess Shepard. Yeah. Then we got Gabby Williams and we got A'ja Wilson. And man, I'm not gonna lie, man. This is year 3 for us in the league, but also year 3 as an all-star, man. Too many can't say that they've been an all-star every year that they played. Too many people can't.
Looking back, the biggest story wasn't simply who won or who received the loudest cheers. It was how quickly Caitlin Clark had become one of the most influential figures in women's basketball. Her impact stretched far beyond the scoreboard, affecting television ratings, ticket sales, and the league's overall visibility. Whether fans supported her or questioned the constant attention, everyone agreed that the WNBA was entering a new era unlike anything it had experienced before.